All right, I've created the best way to do research on eBay. We're going to the $100 plus column. We're going to click on solds and sort largest to smallest. We've already done that. We got 10,000 solds for the brand Carhartt, so we're going to be going for Carhartt today. All you got to do is type in Carhartt up in the top search bar. Carhartt work in progress. We're going to try and be ignoring that one. We're mostly focused on Carhartt specifically. The Carhartt work in progress product line is not quite as good. So we're going to be focused on Carhartt itself. Pre-owned clothing, we got 90,000 solds and 248,000 listed for the men's pre-owned clothing category, with 10,000 solds and 10,136 solds with 35,794 listed above $100. We also got 10,000 solds in the $60 to $100 plus category, $60 to $100 category, with 21,000 listed, with 47% sell-through. We're going to go ahead and move on and find out what is selling well. We're looking for above, let's go for above 40% sell-through to find out what's selling well. T-shirts, we do not have great sell-through above $100, so we're going to move on. Pre-owned button-ups, we're going to ignore Carhartt work in progress. Let's try and focus on stuff that sells above $6,200 or above. We do not have great sell-through on the polos. Dress shirts, not very good at all. Coats and jackets. Coats and jackets is going to be one of the main meat and potatoes factors of the brand Carhartt. We got 9,183 solds and 23,000 listed for a 39% sell-through rate above $100. Between $60 and $100, we got 6,526 sold with 13,154 listed between $60 and $100. We got 49% sell-through rate between $60 and $100 for that. Sell-through rate goes up quite a lot as the price goes down. It's 6,659 sold with 7,903 listed between $35 and $60. We get 84% sell-through rate there between $35 and $60. Between $0 and $35, we actually have a 151% sell-through rate, which is great numbers, honestly. Any Carhartt jacket that you do the research on. You got to do the research on it first, but any Carhartt jacket you pick up should sell pretty well between $0 and $35. We got 2,116 listed with 3,202 sold. Overall, for the entire category across all the prices, we got 25,000 sold and 46,000 listed for 55% sell-through rate. Given how massive the Carhartt brand is, it actually is pretty good numbers across the board. Pre-owned suits, Carhartt's not making suits. We got jeans. We got 112 solds and 454 listed above $100. That is worth going in there and finding out what those actually are, because there are some specific styles, especially painter's pants, double knee jeans, stuff like that, some duck canvas. There's some logger jeans in there that sell really well. $60 to $100, we got 555 solds with 1,516 listed with 36% sell-through rate. Sell-through rate kind of goes down as the price goes down, but that's probably because volume is increasing that much. We got 5,127 listed for $35 to $60 with 1,345 solds. And we also have 34,588 listed with 9,836 solds between $0 and $35. That is a lot of competition. I would say for the jeans, you're going to want to learn the specifics of what is selling well up in the higher price ranges. Sweaters, there's not a lot of volume in here. There aren't a lot of Carhartt sweaters I would bother picking up. The pre-owned pants, this is probably going to include stuff like duck canvas. Depending on how you feel, you can probably put duck canvas pants into pre-owned jeans or pants. You're going to want to find out specifically for the style you have, which is actually selling better for which category. It's worth doing the research on what you actually have and what category it belongs in. You have 609 solds with 5,301 listed with 100 plus dollars more, with 11% sell-through rate. But that sell-through rate jumps pretty high, and that volume goes up quite a lot between $60 and $100. It's 2,524 solds with 4,157 listed, and 60% sell-through rate. $35 to $60 is 43% sell-through rate with 4,078 solds and 9,272 listed. 14,000 solds and 29,000 listed between $0 and $35 with 50% sell-through rate. Men's pre-owned shorts, not great sell-through rate, not good numbers. Pre-owned swimwear, that's almost no volume at all. Activewear, in general, is pretty broad. Let's go in a little deeper. Hoodies and sweatshirts, that sell-through rate jumps to 158% sell-through with 6,149 solds and 3,871 listed between $0 and $35. We still have good volume between $35 and $60 with 65% sell-through rate. We got 1,000 listed, or 1,090 sold with 1,670 listed. But that sell-through rate and the volume drops off a lot above $60. I would say probably no more than $45 to $50 on what you're selling between on the hoodies and sweatshirts for Carhartt. Activewear tops, not great volume, not great sell-through. Activewear pants, there do seem to be some actual activewear pants that are selling at above 100% sell-through rate between $0 and $35. It's 149 listed with 151 sold. Activewear jackets, not great numbers here. Activewear shorts, not good. Tracksuits, not great volume, but there are actually some solds getting done. Sleepwears and robes. Yep, sleepwear and robes, not very popular, but they are getting decent sales between 0 and 35. That's not a whole lot of volume. That's 29 solds and 21 listed, but they are getting sold at a good sell-through rate, so you might be able to pick some up for cheap. Women's pre-owned clothing, we got 542 solds and 1,692 listed for a 32% sell-through rate. We're going to speed through the women's section a little bit. We're looking for anything that's got really good volume and decent sell-through. Pre-owned tops, not good right there. Blouses, t-shirts, no good. Button-ups, tank tops. There's some volume on the tank tops. Let's see, 26 sold, 62 listed for 41% sell-through rate. Not very good. Dresses, coats and jackets. The coats and jackets have a pretty decent sell-through rate across the board. It's a 50% sell-through rate overall. You want better than 50% sell-through rate. If you're doing anything less than 70% sell-through rate, you're hurting your store. You want to make sure you're going in and finding out what is actually selling for the good sell-through rate. You got 520 solds and 1,246 listed above $100 with a 41% sell-through rate. That's a lot of volume in there to go in and find out what is actually selling better. And you want to go through each of these individual price buckets and finding out which is actually selling better. Coats and jackets for Carhartt is always going to be good between both brands, but you want to find out the specific styles you're looking for. Jeans, we do not have good sell-through or volume. Pre-owned pants, we get a little bit of volume in the lower price bracket with 49% sell-through rate. 869 sold with 1,773 listed. Skirts, no good. Shorts, pre-owned sweaters, suits and blazers, nothing good in there. Hoodies and sweatshirts, we have some volume between $35 and $0, but that's not honestly enough sell-through rate to go after. You could find some stuff in here if you were picking stuff up at the bins for maybe $2 or $3. You might be able to get some sales out of here, but you want to find out if there is anything within that price range that is selling for more than 100% sell-through, and sometimes there is not. Activewear pants, you get some volume and some sell-through between 0 and 35 for women's. Active tops, active shorts, active jackets, tracksuit sets, sports bras, skirts and skirts, intermittent sleeps, and that's about it. You're going to be looking at pants, jackets, and jeans for Carhartt. All right, thank you.